Okay, so in which case I am going to start us off. First of all, I want to thank every single one of our panelists who has, the candidates who have given up their Sunday afternoon to join us here with London Green Party. It is hugely appreciated that you have taken the time to talk to London Green specifically, and so I just really want to thank you and any partners or family members who've given you up for the afternoon. Thank you very much indeed. So this is the second half of our London Green Party hustings. I'm Caroline Russell, and I'm chairing with Benali Hamdash, who is going to be doing the timing for each of the opening speeches. Now we're going to have a 2-minute opening speech from each candidate. We will start off with the candidates for international coordinator, and then we'll go to the campaigns coordinator, then publications, then trade union liaison, and then policy development coordinator. At the start of each section for a particular role, I will read out the names of all the candidates so that everyone knows who the candidates are for that section. And you will have 2 minutes to speak, and Benali will wave like this when you have 30 seconds left. So we're trying not to actually physically interrupt you, because with Zoom, physical interruptions with time delays and things can just be a bit of a nightmare, and you end up wasting kind of 10 or 15 seconds of your precious time. So Benali, have I covered everything? Yes? Excellent. So we're going to kick off with the international coordinator candidates. Those are Alex Horn and Erwin Schaefer, who are standing as a job share. We have Frank Sheridan, we have Claudine Letzai, we have Alice Hubbard and Sam Murray, who are also standing as a job share. So to start off with, we have Alex Horn and Erwin Schaefer, who now have 2 minutes.
Okay, I'm Alex Horn. I'm going to start. So good afternoon, everybody. I'm Alex Horn. Erwin Schaefer and myself are standing for the role of international coordinator, because we feel we have a lot to offer the Green Party. We are truly international. Together we speak 4 languages fluently: English, French, German and Spanish. This just gives us a deeper insight into other cultures and international current affairs. We'll be able to actively participate in meetings online or face-to-face in 4 different languages with sister parties across the globe. Surely a huge advantage for this role. We have a lot to learn from their successes. I'm half Danish, half Canadian. As a BME candidate, I bring real diversity to this role at a time when the Green Party really need more BME representation. I will also look out for women's and disabled people's rights across Europe and the globe. I'm highly organised, creative and innovative. If elected, I will seek to set up the European Greens of Colour and the European Greens Business Group. For true internationalism and multilingualism, a key part of this role, vote for Alex Horn and Erwin Schaefer. Over to Erwin. Erwin, you're on mute. Erwin, you're on mute.
Okay, I'm Erwin Schaefer. I really want the Green Party to be the party that gets it on climate change, on the Green New Deal, on tackling austerity, fairness in society, and also want to see the international response of other countries with strong Green parties already in power or in positions of influence manage these points. I want us to be relevant, I want us to be honest, I want us to encourage learning from other international parties. I think there's a benefit of communicating in their languages, and I think our European...
I'm afraid we're up for time.
Okay then. And the state of lethargic indifference which we want to overcome about Europe. Communication information is hugely important. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Owen. Our next candidate is Frank Sheridan, and you have 2 minutes starting now.
Thank you very much, and a big shout out to London Green Party, and thanks so much for putting on these hustings and sparing your Sunday afternoon as well. We really appreciate everything that's gone into to put this together. I'm Frank Sheridan. I was actually born in London, but I don't tell many people that because I actually grew up in South Yorkshire. That's not the kind of thing you could proclaim up there. I'm here for this role of international coordinator. I have 15 years international experience. I have network development experience. I've been working across different communities in multiculturalism. I've been working for climate NGOs throughout the world, as well as managing networks to do with climate change, as well as attending the international conferences. I'm going to cut to the chase. There's no time. There's no time left at all. We're in a climate emergency. We're in a social justice emergency. We need to make action happen now. According to IPCC report 1.5, we should have half emissions by 2030. We haven't done that. We're nowhere near doing that. There is not the international commitment. There is not the international oversight. And to be honest, there's a divorce of international cooperation at that level. This is the time for us, the Green Party, as an international group of people to come together and really galvanise change. We have no choice. You can see behind me, it's the side I'm mirrored. 2021, the year that decides the future. Why? Because next year, we could have enacted a green recovery to the pandemic and pushed through some huge social and climate policies and actions that will really put us on the road to that 2030 roadmap. Next year, the UK is holding COP26. We need to get a result at that COP. Since 2015, they've all been a damn squib. The last one was also a damn squib. We've got some big issues. We know there's big issues at the leadership level, internationally through government. We have to make a change at that level. With my experience, I've been used to coordinating networks on a citywide level, here in the UK, developing countries and international level. I work for Climate Action Network, a coordination of over 1,200 NGOs, and I've attended the COPs in the past. I know what it takes to make change there. I've got the network and I've got the skills. I'm a change maker. I want to use my leadership, my vision, and my integrity to bring everyone together, connect the grassroots and the local in your communities in London, around the UK, so that we can be the beacon that pushes through COP26 as a success for us all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and we now move on to Claudine. Let's say, Claudine, you have 2 minutes starting now.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much for the opportunity. My name is Claudine Litai, standing for International Coordinator for the Green Party. It is actually quite key and important to really stand for this position. We have a crisis, COVID, pandemic, that's actually across the world, impacting more global south than it does anywhere else. We have climate issues that are impacting more the global south than anywhere else. The solutions are being brought in from the west. It can't be right. Really, I think we need to actually be having more globally resourced, grassroots level efforts to try and actually deal with the problems. My effort will be to actually really looking at our diaspora here in London. Huge multinational people live around here. We should actually be engaging with them, really bringing them forward, sorting out those problems. What my issues are with international organizations, they have not actually come and actually resolved any of the problems. Charities have been found wanting. Big corporations have been found wanting. They're not actually following the protocol that have been set by human rights business principles. The governments are not enforcing anything. At international level, it's even worse. So really, we need to actually have a grassroots way of actually dealing with our issues. We need to bring COSIDE into law. We need to actually really establish all those issues. All I'm trying to say is that choose me as your choice, not someone that will actually be looking to do things the same that they've been always been done. You're looking at someone that actually looking to do something different. Thanks, Bernard. I always get disturbed by that. Just one last thing. We have the greatest opportunity to really deal with inequality. Choose someone that will actually do that. I have proven it. I lecture in law. I'm a human rights activist. I have human rights law background. Look, you need someone like me in that room. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Claudine. And now finally we have, for the international coordinator role, we have Alice Hubbard and Sam Murray. I don't know how you're planning to use your time, but it starts now.
Thanks, Caroline. Sam and I joined the Green Party because we believe that nobody is illegal and that we must act across borders to tackle the climate emergency. If elected, we want to make the case that international work is important to everything we do as a party. We need to think and work differently, to extend our green networks in the global south and to give voice to those facing the impacts of climate change now. I'm currently the International Coordinator on GPEX and I'm a member of the International Committee. We have a vast experience of international work, having run over 10 international training sessions, developed resolutions at more than 5 European Green Party councils, and having sat on executive committees for Global Young Greens and European Young Greens. We've both led a dynamic programme of international work in the party, running projects with Greens in East Africa, North Macedonia, Albania, and working with Roma and LGBTIQA+ organisations. In the last 2 years, we've improved internal party structures to make them more fit for purpose in delivering international work.
If elected, we want to do 3 things. First of all, amplify our party's voice on the international stage, influencing change through our place in the European Green Party and Global Greens, and campaigning for real action at COP26. Number 2, open up and democratise international activity to better connect you and your local parties to international work. And number 3, extend our commitments to equality and social justice, leading campaigns on social rights and just transition, and ensuring we represent the diversity of the party. To deliver this, we want to work closely with the International Committee, but we also want to work with you. And I hope after today, you will feel inspired to get involved in international work. Working across borders means we as a party can achieve meaningful change. And if we choose to act boldly now, we can create a better